This channel does not sell vape products. This channel is purely for educational purposes. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today's review might be slightly long, I'm not too sure yet, but you're close, because in this review today I'm going to look at not just one RTA, but two RTAs from Vaperz Cloud. Just recently they released a new RTA called the Osiris RTA. You've got the Osiris RTA full size, which is this one here. This will be a 30mm RTA dual coil, but alongside the Osiris RTA they've released the Osiris Mini RTA, which is here. The Mini will be 25mm, again dual coil. So this review, looking at both of these ones and the up close, my main feature or my main build will be on the 25mm. I've tried a 30mm. This one will be going to a friend later on, so I've just cleaned it out, not rebuilding it. So yeah, this review, looking at both of them, but looking more in depth build wise on the 25mm. Both the same. There's a slight difference with the airflow, which I'll show you down below. So yeah, without further ado, let's go down to the table, look around the Osiris RTA, the Osiris Mini RTA for the build, come back up top, and we'll talk about both of them. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here are the boxes for the new Osiris RTA and the new Osiris RTA Mini. Both the same sort of box. One says Osiris RTA, one says Mini, obviously. User nicotine warnings on the front here. On the side, tells you the colours available. You can get both of these in either a matte black, gunmetal or brushed stainless steel. I've got the full size one in matte black. I've got the Mini 25mm in stainless steel. Also, when you buy this one, you'll get two little boxes. These will be your bubble glasses. One bubble glass here for the full size, one bubble glass here for the Mini. Obviously, put these to one side. Inside each box, you'll get a little bag of spare O-rings and spare glove screws. This one will be for the full size, 30mm, which I'll put to the side there. And again, obviously, with the Mini, you'll get another bag with the small O-rings, different sizes, and obviously the Mini RTA itself. These two I've just cleaned out, so it might be a bit wet. Sorry about that, guys. This review, I did buy both of these, but I bought both of these for a reason. One is for me, one I'm going to give away to a friend of mine, who is also a vape reviewer as well. I, myself personally, don't really like 30mm RTAs, a bit too big for me. I like 25 or below. So yeah, I bought both. But I'm keeping the silver Mini, giving away this one later on after this review. So this one I'm not going to build on again. I've had a build in here. I've tried it out for 2 days. This one I've been vaping on more than this one, obviously. There won't be much difference obviously on the aesthetics for this one. Only this one's going to be slightly bigger, more chunkier. One big difference will be the airflow slots. There'll be more slots on this one than on the Mini. I'll show you a comparison later on. So I'm going to put this one to one side, look over the Mini more than the full size one. So this one obviously will be a 25mm RTA, but height wise I'm not too sure. Let's measure it. The height wise without the threads will be 42.4 and without the drip tip will be 36.2 roughly. We tried the big 30mm one. Without the threads, with the drip tip, will be 43.6, and then take away the 810 drip tip, will be 37mm. So not much difference in height really with these two, just more wider, being 30mm or 25. Put that back on there. Like I said, 810 drip tip on both of them. Gotta go over these really quickly. So on the top, 810 like I just said. On the inside there will be a small O-ring. On the top of both of these ones will be a little emblem there for the Osiris logo. This one will be a top fill bayonet system, about a third of a turn. And pop it off. Two nice filler pots there, and obviously straight down to the deck. Top cap here will be an O-ring here and here for the seal, and a little bayonet system. Like I said, about 1/3 of a turn, and it's locked into place and done. Going down below that, straight glass. Like I said, you do get a spare bubble glass. I've not measured these ones, but I will do now quickly. Take it out of the box. So yeah, for the 25mm Mini, the bubble glass will be 27.8, so that will come out to 27.8 with a bubble glass. I myself personally don't use bubble glass that much myself, but it's nice it's included. So you get one there for the mini, it will say mini on the box, and the full size version will just say RTA. Let's check this one as well. The full size bubble glass will be 31.8. It's not too much really. Put that back inside the box as well for my friend. Put the case on it in a minute. Put that to one side. So yeah, the 30mm will be about 32 with a bubble glass. The 25, about 27 with a bubble glass. Now one thing in the packaging or on the website is going to be the capacity. It does not state it. I have measured with a syringe with a 25mm. I got about 3.2 mils of liquid in this one with a straight glass. I'd say with a bubble glass, add on maybe a mil and a half. So between 3.2 and say 4.2 or 4.5 for the 25mm one. With the big one, the 30mm, I got 4.2 mils of e-liquid inside this one. So again, with a bubble glass, add about 1.5, maybe even 2. So say 4.2 to say 5.5 or maybe even 6 mils with a bubble glass. Like I said, it's not stated anywhere, unfortunately. Now this one, to change the glass is easy. Right now, this is going to be on locked. I'll explain that in a minute. Make sure that's locked. To do this, get hold of this top part and unscrew totally. The top cap, the fill piece comes off. Keep unscrewing it. Like so. Drop it on the floor. You can then just pop off the glass. Change it for the bubble glass you wanted to. On the outside of the chamber there will be the little logo, which will be a little eye on both of these ones. So yeah, easy to change the glass, just to do that way. I'll leave my straight glass on, obviously. This one I'll pop back on there. You might be asking what that was there at the base. Show in a minute what that's for. Put on the top cap. So down below will be the airflow. For this one, I need to put on the device, because I find to adjust the airflow, it's easier on the device than in your hands. Because on this one, there is going to be juice flow control, which I'll show you now. Right now, it's going to be, let's make it fully closed, shall we? Right now, there you are, the juice flow is fully closed on both sides. Just to get over the top part, you can spin it around to get it off. Fully open. You can slide it around slightly and sort of cut down the juice flow control you wanted to. So if it's sort of halfway or fully open, you can already see that the post screws are inside the juice wicks. So I'll show you the deck. But yeah, that one you turn the way around and then it's going to be fully closed. When this is on the device, get hold of this part here to adjust the airflow. On this one, the 25mm, it's going to be 9 airflow slots on each side. So that's going to be 18. On the bigger one, there'll be 11 on each side. So this one has 22 slots. This one has 18. That's about the only real difference, apart from the size will be the airflow. More airflow, obviously, with a 30mm than a 25mm. So this one, get hold of the base here. Don't hold the glass, because that will start adjusting the juice flow. Hold at the base, and start turning it around to close them all off, one at a time, all the way around to fully closed. Obviously, that'll be on both sides as well. Fully closed, fully open, anywhere in between. Now with this RTA, I like the design. Some of these RTAs with juice flow control, where you spin it around to change the juice flow to close it off, they always attach the top part to the base for a bayonet system. But sometimes you do this one, you might pull it by mistake and pull off the old top cap away from the deck. That will be what that little switch is for, the base. I'll show you now. So on the base here, obviously it's going to say Vaperz Cloud, 510 connector, your 2 post screws there. But you got a little switch here. It says F and O. I'm assuming F is going to be for fixed and O will be for open. I'd rather have been a padlock and an unlock padlock, because right now that is locked. My juice flow turned off totally. I still can't pull the deck apart. It's locked into place. If I slide this around to the O for open, I can then just pop it off like so. So it's a real good system. It locks that deck into place. If you want to put that together again when you've done your build, line up this little post here, or this post here, with the eye, line them up, slide into place, turn it around, and then lock it again. Not easy on cam. Lock it again, and now you can't take the deck apart. So it's a nice fail-safe way of doing it, where you can adjust your juice flow control to fill it, close off your juice flow control, but you can't pull this away from the base without unlocking it first. That I do like. Right now I will unlock it. turn it around, it already is round, pull it off. So how that works there, I'm going to get a zoom in slightly. Yeah, hopefully you can see this on my camera. Inside here you see there's a little notch here, and on the other side a little notch there, and down below that will be a little channel. So what happens is when you put that deck on, you've got the two sides here, one side here with a little knob, one side here with a little notch. Line those notches up together. Like I said, go via the logo is easier. Put that to place. When it goes down to place, that then goes along the groove to make it open and close. And on the base here, you see there's a little notch here. Right now that notch is open or totally in, because it's going to be open here. If I try and slide it around on the camera, you'll see that there is open. Turn it around, that little notch then comes out. That is what locks it into place. That's what stops this from pulling apart. Nice system, I must say. I've not seen that before. So yeah, that's going to be locked. And you can see if I open it, it's not easy with my fingers. If I open it, he says, you'll see it moves and it's fully open. So it's a nice little system. That will be the same on the big full version as well. It's going to say F and O. It's got to be fixed and open. Like I said, I wish it said a padlock and an unlock padlock there, but there you go. The build deck is very simple. It's going to be a postless deck. On the front here, you do have your little serial number here. So this one post screw is going to be here and here, here and here. These can be both dual coil RTAs, not single coil. And then through the wicking parts there, you can see the glove screws. These glove screws though will be flathead. There's one each side this side, one each on this side. So literally just drop your coil in, one leg in here, one leg in here. Pull the coil over the airflow on both sides and away you go. It will be exactly the same as the bigger version. Like I said, the only difference will be the airflow will be in this one. It's going to be 22 holes. This is going to be 18 holes. Works exactly the same way. Works exactly the same way. So in this review, I will be putting my build in this one, not the 30mm. I'll just clean that as well. Don't want to get any dirty. This one is a bit dirty, a bit wet, sorry. So the airflow with this one, when your coil is here in place, the airflow comes under the coil and slightly at the side, because the airflow goes around here and sort of curves in a sort of tube style. So the air will hit it underneath the coil and at the side of the coil on both sides. This one, I'm going to put on a build device quickly. As you can see, I've already undone my screws for this one. Nice simple build deck, I must say. These holes are quite big. You can get nice big juicy coil in there. Even though this could be 25mm, my coils will be in a diameter of 3mm on each side. You can easily fit those in here. I've been cutting my legs for these coils at 5mm on my coiling tool. Get some coils quickly. And I'll be using my Nature Vape 3-core parallel fused Clapton coils. 0.45, it's a dual coil RTA, obviously it'd be about 0.2, 0.21 maybe. In the diameter would be 3mm. So yeah, I'm going to cut these legs. So yeah, like I said, between 5 and 5.5mm. I cut mine at 5mm right now. I'm not going to go too in depth for this one. It's quite easy to build, I must say. You got your post screws open. Just literally put the coil straight in. Drop it down into place. Hold it there and screw it in. Once it's in place, just pull the coil over and do the second one. You can do the coil placement afterwards. Pull it over there for seconds. Do the second coil quickly. Once it's in place, you can then start playing it around. I pull my coils really over the airflow. You can have it more closer to the center or more towards the airflow, depending on your style of vaping. Make sure obviously the coil doesn't touch the post here. So yeah, about there's fine for me. Like I said, you can have it more to the center or more towards the airflow. Just don't touch the post. When you wick this one, the wickers go straight down here to this side and this side and this side. I will say on both this one and the full size version, those wicking holes are quite big. You need a lot of cotton down here. Not compact, but I need a lot of cotton down here filling this hole totally on both sides or you will get leaking. So yeah, let's turn it on, check the ohms of this one. Hi Geek Vapers. That's really this one right now at 0.14. That will change. I'm going to turn this down to 40 watts. Give it a few dry fires. Yeah, that's going nicely. Right now, it still says a 0.14. Gonna screw it back on. Let's see if it reads a different wattage. There we are, it's changing it now. So the new one will be 0.18, which is about right for me. So 0.19, which is good. Let it cool down, we'll wick it up. So wick this one very simple. Cut it straight through. I have to use 2 strings with this one, because like I said, you need a lot of cotton to go down there. I'll do the first cut first straight away. Like I said, you need to make sure that these channels are totally full. So mark your cotton all the way down to the base. Like so. Give it a cut along that line. It's a strange RTA, this one. You might think there's too much cotton, but trust me, there's not. This does need a lot of cotton, otherwise it will leak. Pull it over slightly, make it even. Both sides. About there. A little trim on the top. Again, this one, play by ear, but like I said, you do need a lot of cotton inside those channels, or it will leak. Depends on how much you vape or how hard you suck, obviously. So this one, get the cotton, make sure it goes all the way inside, on each side. A bit like that, it's going to be fine for me. It might look like there's a lot of cotton in there, but trust me, there's not. I'll tidy up a bit more when it's wet, get some juice. Today I'm going to use my Cabacho, which will be a creme brulee from France. Really nice e-liquid, this one. Like a creme brulee, this is really, really good. Let's saturate that cotton totally. Once it's all saturated, I can tidy the cotton just slightly, which I will do now. That smells really, really nice, I must say. Aye. Notch. Into place, that's fine. Turn it around, take it off and then lock it. So lock that one. Now that deck is locked into place, give it a quick wipe. Like I said, I just washed it, it's a bit wet, I must say. So the juice flow is fully open. Go turn it around and close it off. Totally, to fill it up. Then the juice flow, going to open it up. Like so. Airflow, I'm going to have my airflow about halfway to start with. And I'm going to change my wattage to, I'll leave it 40 watts a minute. It's 0.19. Quick vape. That can go slightly more, I must say. Goes to 55. Try that way. Yeah, 55, really, really nice. This RTA, it likes a lot of power, but I will say straight away before we go to the top, it gives you a lot of flavour. My creme brulee e-liquid is really, really nice. I've tried it in both on the mini one and also the full-size version. Really nice flavour. The airflow, if I fully open it, goes towards the microphone. It can sound quite loud in the microphone. It's not loud in real life. It's not quiet. It has got a bit of noise to it, but there's no whistle. Sometimes with these sort of airflows with like little gates or bars, sometimes it can produce a slight whistle. This one, no whistle. It's not quiet, but it's not whistle. It's a nice smooth airflow. One more vape, because I'm really enjoying that one. I'm even going to change my wattage to 60. Yeah, that is really, really nice, I must say. Start to see a bit of juice bubbles going up and down, so it's working nicely. So yeah, that's going to be a quick look at the new Osiris full version. Like I said, same build in this one, do it the same way, but a bit more cotton obviously, because the holes will be slightly bigger. And the only difference between this one and the mini will really be the airflow slots. On this one, there's 11 on each side, and this one, there's 9 on each side. Let's go to the top. I have a few vapes, I have a few talk about the new Osiris RTA and the Osiris Mini RTA from Vaperz Cloud. So yeah, there we are. That was a look around the new Osiris RTA and the Osiris RTA Mini from Vaperz Cloud. As I showed you up close there, my main build was going to be on the mini, not the full-size version. I've explained the differences there with that one. Looks-wise, it's the same. Bigger, obviously, because it's going to be 30mm, not 25. And the airflow, more holes on each side. That one's got 11 on each side. This one, the mini, has 9. That's the only real major difference between these two. This same one I built, it's going to now read at 0.19, fine at 60 watts. Going to have my airflow fully open. Going to try 5 vapes directly, one after another. Let the air clear a little bit for that one. So yeah, that was 5 vapes, directly one after another. That shows to me personally that wicking is right. When I did it up close there with a build, there's a lot of cotton going into those wick holes, but you need a lot of cotton. Those holes are big. But this one, 5 hits, one after another one, no dry hit. Really, really nice flavour. One more. Yeah, that creme brulee e-liquid is really nice. So yeah, the wicking with this one, like I showed you, put a lot of cotton in there, but don't compress it, but make sure you fill those holes up totally, or it will leak. My first build I tried, I didn't use enough cotton, and it leaked like hell. So yeah, I've learned, put a lot of cotton in there, and it'll be fine. So like I showed you there, the 30mm RTA, 25mm RTA, they're no different really in looks and designs and build deck, just the airflow. I like this one, a 25mm more. Gonna go over a lot of good points, and maybe one bad point, if that. Not really, I must say. This one and the other one, easy to fill, top fill, third of a turn, and fill it up, and off you go. On the website and on the book, the packaging there, doesn't state the capacity, but like I said, my one here with a straight glass, it's about 3.2 mils, with a bubble glass, probably about 4.5. And with the big full version, it was going to be 4.2 to 4.5 mils straight glass, bubble glass, maybe up to 6 mils. So there's a nice capacity e-liquid with this one. The build deck, very simple, pulseless dual deck. Undo those 2 flathead screws on each side, drop your coil legs in, tighten it down, off you go. I cut mine at 5mm, and that's been working really good for me. It's between 5 and 5.5. Those pulseless decks, they're quite nice and chunky, so you can get a nice big exotic coil in if you wanted to. Mine are quite simple coils, fit in there really easy. The actual, like I said, build is very simple. Pull the coil over the airflow. The airflow comes under the coil, but also slightly at the side as well. It's like a half U-bend. It's not a full U-bend, obviously, but it's a nice airflow, a nice and smooth airflow. If I got my airflow fully open, microphone again. You might hear that in the microphone, it's not a quiet airflow, it's slightly noisy, but that noise isn't whistle, which is what I like. Sometimes with these airflows with the little slots, if it's not done right, it can produce a slight whistle. This one, no whistle, just slightly whooshy as you're inhaling. It's going to be a nice, smooth airflow, I must say. Really nice and smooth. The airflow works well, fully open, really nice. Really direct to lung airflow. Close it down to say halfway. That's going to be more restricted direct to lung. This is a nice direct to lung RTA, I must say, in 25mm or 30mm. So yeah, build deck, really easy, like I said. Easy to wick as well, just make sure you put enough cotton in there. My only real bad point will be that locking mechanism at the base of the RTA. Not how it works, because it works really well. Just the little symbols, F and O. I assume F is for fixed, O is for open. I'd rather it have been a little lock padlock, or unlock padlock, make it a bit more simpler and easier to understand. But it does work well. Apart from that, no issues. Really good RTA in both the 30mm or the mini version. The 30mm is going to be more open airflow wise, because there's more airflow slots there. But with that one there, you could probably put the real big, beefy, exotic coils. This one, you can do. 3mm in the diameter is fine, but not too exotic, I must say, for this 25mm deck. But a big boy, yeah, definitely. Nice big juicy coils in there, will be fine. and of course, flavour. What can I say? Both of these have been vaping. Both of these have been with my creme brulee e-liquid. My creme brulee e-liquid, I know that flavour really well, and this is producing really nice sweet creme brulee tones to it. It's giving it a real sweetness, I must say. I've not tried any other e-liquid like fruits or tobaccos, because tobaccos in this is not for me. I like tobacco vapes, but not direct along like this. But my creme brulee dessert flavour, custardy flavour, really, really good. I'd say easy at 8.5 to 9 for flavour on both of these with my juice. Yeah, it's hard to say a good rating because everyone's build will be different, and it depends on your e-liquid, what you use. But that one with my creme brulee, easy 8.5 to 9 for flavour, absolutely. So yeah, if you want to buy a bigger version, you can always go for the big full version, 30mm. If you like me, like a slightly smaller, I mean mini being 25mm, I've been vaping for many years now. If you'd have told me, say, 8-9 years ago, there'd be a mini RTA that's 25mm, I'd be like, what the hell are you on about? 25mm back then was going to be a giant. Nowadays, 25mm is a mini. There you go. How times change. Guys and girls, no disclaimer, I did buy these myself from over in France. Hope that video, and I will see you all in the next one. Guys and girls, hope that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you're new to me, my name is Kieran. This is of course another vape channel, and I will see you all on the next one.